watching Fox 61 Morning News.
I'm very angry. My house is probably the closest house that will be to the warehouse.
First at 6, people in Granby, East Granby, say that they're concerned about a proposed warehouse. We're going to share what happened at that meeting last night. That's coming up in just a few minutes for you. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus America Areas.
And I'm Bridget Piorla. Great to have you here on Good News. It will be sunny out there today. But what does it mean in terms of our cold temperatures? Rachel, it does feel a little better because the wind is not as present.
Right. It's not as windy throughout the day today. Wind speeds are anywhere from 5 to about 15 miles per hour right now, and considering the fact that we had gusts really up towards about 40 miles per hour yesterday morning, it's certainly feeling a little bit of a difference. And looking at the last 24 hours, once our numbers yesterday morning, right around the 10, 11 o'clock hour, got up to around 40 to about 41 degrees, that's really where they've largely stayed. Overnight dipping a couple of degrees, but we're back up to around 40 this morning across a good chunk of the state. So 39 right now in Hartford, 38 in Groton, 37 degrees in Willimantic, about 34 in Torrington. Wind speeds now 5 to about 15 miles per hour. And our gusts could get up to around 15 to 20 this morning, but by the late morning, early afternoon, those winds really do take a backseat. So planning your day today, mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures get up to around 43 at 11 a.m. into the mid 40s this afternoon. So town by town, 46 in Southington, 48 degrees in Hamden, near 49 in New Haven, southeastern Connecticut, and the mid 40s as well. Next couple of days, it's going to be a cool start to our Wednesday. Temperatures back down to the 20s and 30s, so it's colder. And then by the afternoon, we're back up to around the mid to upper 40s. A nice day on tap after some morning clouds. Into our Thursday, temperatures rebound back into the mid to upper 40s, so we're holding on to the 40s at least for the next couple of days. We'll talk about any warmer numbers in the 7-day coming up in just a bit. 6:02 right now, and we do have a couple of issues on the road, so heads up for folks over in Waterbury. We are following this morning. This is a crash involving a tractor trailer out by 18 and 19. Although when I did check with the cameras, it does look like this is potentially working on a clearing at the moment. You can see those delays though over back behind this on that eastbound side. They're not too significant this morning, but will need to give yourself a little extra time. We also have this 91 northbound. There is a crash out by 15 and 16 this morning. So this was already delayed because of road work in the area. And now we have this crash involving a tractor trailer. So you can see the significant delays that are in the area because of it. We know that a few lanes are blocked off because of that tractor trailer crash. We'll keep you posted on that. Your drive time to Hartford now is around 42 minutes. Bridget and Erica.
Rachel, thanks. Well, this morning we're following some major pushback in East Granby after town officials voted to move forward with plans for 2 new warehouses.
A lot of frustrations about this, and Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is live in East Granby with what happened during a heated meeting. And Priscilla, it got pretty tense last night. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Bridget and Erica. Well, the Planning and Zoning Committee approved that warehouse project in a 3-2 vote last night, and it definitely made people not happy. The zone approved the project, like I said, in a 3-2 vote. Now, it's a decision that came after hours of public comment, and many people walked out feeling frustrated and saying town leaders ignored their concerns. And during last night's 3-hour special meeting, residents lined up to speak out against the plan to build 2 warehouses on Rainbow Road. Many argued the traffic studies used were outdated and that no health impact assessments were done. Neighbors also told the committee the project doesn't fit the character of their small farmland center town, and that the proposed location sits right near East Granby's future downtown development, which is tied to a $3 million grant.
I'm very angry. My house is probably the closest house that will be to the warehouse. There was no consideration about, they did not fulfill those. John pointed that out. They did not fulfill the requirements of the special permit. I don't know how they're being allowed to build this warehouse because they didn't take into account the quality of life, the health of the residents, so they obviously don't care.
Now, at this point, there's no timeline on when construction could begin, and developers have declined to comment, but we will continue to keep you updated on this developing story. For now, live in East Granby, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
And Priscilla, a lot of noise concerns, environmental concerns, all these are valid. We'll see what happens moving forward. Thanks. In New Haven, firefighters responded to a fire at a scrapyard last night. It happened on Middletown Avenue. We don't know if anyone was hurt or how the fire got started. We're working to get more details and we'll keep you updated. And happening today, the owner of the restaurant chain, The Place to Be, is expected to appear in court. Gina Luari has not yet entered a plea. There she is. She's facing a charge of second-degree larceny and issuing a bad check over $2,000. Police say last June she bought more than $10,000 worth of restaurant equipment from an East Hartford business. She was using bad checks, and police say the connected bank account was closed. Luari was arrested in September.
A former funeral home director is expected in a Hartford courtroom today. Philip Pietras was arrested for the fourth time earlier this month. Now, this time by police in East Windsor. This is video of him at a court appearance back in October. Now, Pietras has been charged in each of the towns that he owns funeral homes. So Vernon, Coventry, Tolland, and now East Windsor. The 51-year-old faces dozens of theft charges. Investigators say he scammed more than 60 people out of tens of thousands of dollars.
New delays in the court case involving Raul Valley, the man acquitted in that deadly Shelton house party stabbing back in 2022. Now, the judge told Raul Valley that he needed a lawyer before yesterday, but he showed up again without one. Last month, the court gave him more than a month to find legal counsel. Valley says still no one has agreed to represent him at an affordable price, and he needs more time. The judge pushed back and told him he either applies for a public defender or shows up with a private lawyer. Valley asked for 60 more days to find one. The judge cut it down to 45.
I've been calling and meeting with numerous lawyers over the past month. They're asking for large sums of money, which me and my family are trying to put together. So I'm asking for a little bit more time to get that done.
The victim's father says the delays are frustrating. Valley was acquitted of murder and manslaughter last year, but the state argues he came to that 2022 house party ready to use a knife. His next court date is January 6th. If he shows up without a private lawyer, then he must apply for a public defender.
During an arraignment yesterday, prosecutors said that a Naugatuck man called 911 Sunday night to tell them that he stabbed his mother and father. 25-year-old Stanley Santana was charged with first-degree assault and other crimes. Prosecutors say his mother locked herself in a bathroom and called 911 to say that she'd been stabbed in the head. Police said that Santana was outside of his home where it happened when police got there, and he was holding the knife and waving the officers down. Police say both his mother and father were seriously hurt, but they are in stable condition this morning.
Former New Britain Mayor Erin Stewart has officially filed paperwork to become a candidate for governor of Connecticut. Previously, Stewart announced she would not run for re-election for mayor so she could explore a potential run for governor. This is video when she announced she was exploring that run. Here's the three things we know right now. Paperwork was received by the State Elections Enforcement Commission yesterday morning. The Republican is set to make a special announcement Thursday at 5 p.m. at New Britain Stadium. Now, it is free to the public to attend. In the Post, she wrote, quote, "It's time for something different." Now, Democrat Governor Ned Lamont announced last week he is running for a third term. We have a look at Stewart's career and the others who have joined the race for Connecticut governor on our free Fox 61 News app. You can scan the QR code you see right there on your screen to download the app for free.
6:08 right now, and Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and people are getting a head start in serving our community. Connecticut Food Share is kicking off their annual Thanksgiving for All campaign. So Fox 61's Kayla Cade is live at the warehouse. They are getting ready, and Kayla, this is such a huge job. How many families are they expecting to serve this year?
They're hoping to serve about 40,000 families this year, and I'm here with Jason Jakubowski, President and CEO of Connecticut Food Share, to talk a little bit more about it. Good morning, Jason.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Especially, I mean, it's such a good story for me today because this is so important.
Yeah, I mean, it's bright and early. Our folks have been here for a couple of hours already working. People are starting to pick up some of the different agencies, some of the different pantries that we serve are already starting to pick up their turkeys this week. But yeah, our goal is to collect and distribute 40,000 Thanksgiving turkeys this year. Today is Bank of America Turkey Tuesday, the official kickoff of our Thanksgiving season, encouraging people to donate frozen turkeys, but also to make monetary donations so we can keep doing what we do year-round.
And since you brought up the donations, I mean, people that's watching at home, how can they donate?
People can go to ctfoodshare.org and they can make a monetary donation. They can sign up to volunteer, and they can do anything that they want. They could also find out where turkey drives are across the state. But if you don't feel like lugging one of those big frozen turkeys around, you can go to ctfoodshare.org and make a donation.
And talk about the importance of being able to donate. And you know, Thanksgiving is all about serving and being thankful.
Absolutely. I mean, this year, Thanksgiving's a little different this year. We're coming off the government shutdown. These last couple of weeks have been really, really difficult for us and for the people that we serve across the state of Connecticut. It hasn't been easy, and I think we've really seen what hunger does to people and to working people here in the state, and we're doing our best to help people every single day.
Do you guys expect to see more of a demand, like an increase during this Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. We definitely, there's been an increase over these last couple of weeks. There'll definitely continue to be an increase over this Thanksgiving, 100%.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Jason, for talking with me. This is such an important cause, like I said. And also, a representative of Bank of America will be here today to present a grant to Connecticut Food Share in recognition of their work to address food insecurity during the holiday season and throughout the year. And also coming up, I'll talk with the president of Bank of America Greater Hartford more about the grant that they are going to be receiving. The nonprofit Connecticut Food Share will be receiving today, later on. Live in Wallingford, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
All right, Kayla, thanks so much. And coming up when we talk to you in 30 minutes, let us know what they're specifically in need for. Do they need items, food items, non-perishables, or cash? Would that be more helpful?
Yeah.
All that would be very important to know.
Yeah, Jason can tell you for sure, and we can just get that out to viewers because I know a lot of people want to help.